enliven and be renewed, bringing love alive. Now you've got the choice to open up your voice and sing with all of us in harmony. Check all of your troubles at the door. Holding on is not worth fighting for. Joy in the feeling will bring on a healing inside of you. You, when you rise up and sing out your love, and rise up and sing out your love. When you rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out all of your love. This celebration, raise your hands up high. You could just sing all through the night. When love's in the rhythm of your beating heart, protecting walls will fall apart. It's just an invitation to embrace your heart inside. The inspiration that makes you feel alive. Get up, sing out loud. I said rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing your love. This destination will be the liberation of your mind. Take it to the streets and let it shine, shine, shine. This is the freedom that you've waited for so long, and now you've got to sing it loud and strong. It's just an invitation to embrace all what's inside. The inspiration that makes you feel alive. Get up and sing up out loud. I said rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing out your love. I said rise up, sing out your love. Rise up and sing your love. Talking about love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. I need to hear love, love, love. Said rise up and sing. Said rise up and sing out your love. Rise up and sing today.
Thank you, Ray. What a great beginning. Let's rise up and sing. It's all about love. You're right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our second time here on our Thursday night. We're so happy that we're here at the United Church of Christ. It's a wonderful place to be, and your smiling faces remind me of why I like to be here. So wherever you may be on your spiritual journey, and most of you I know about where they are, and they're really beautiful and shining. But wherever you are, wherever anyone is who's with us for the first time, and thank you for being here, we welcome you. We love you already, and we include you in our growing church family. Now, you just wait and see. Thursday after Thursday, we're going to get rolling here, especially when we got Ray. So, thanks for being here. And when the people who will hear this and watch this celebration Sunday morning online, we want you to know that you're welcome here as well, and that we support and love you wherever you may be on your spiritual journey. So in this place, in this precious, peaceful place, we open our hearts to each other. We celebrate the one presence which we all share. We give thanks that there is one infinite mind. It is the mind of God, and it expresses in, through, and as each one of us. We have spiritual tools that we utilize for every imaginable human experience, and we keep our consciousness shiny and help each other stay strong, stay lifted up, and move forward in our individual and our collective spiritual journeys. Now, we belong to an organization that is global, and it is called the Centers for Spiritual Living. And we have a mission and vision and tools that we all share, and all the individual centers around the world adhere to these and celebrate these as well. And we know that we do have a mighty mission, and it is simply to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence, right? Not just our spiritual, oh, isn't it nice? Our spiritual magnificence, because God shines through all of us when we open our hearts and our minds and realize that that's the truth of our being. And then we have a vision that we're very serious about. And by the way, we do take what we do seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously while we're doing it. And so we're here to co-create a world that works for everyone. Extend that, please. A world that works for all. Come on in, we're glad you're here. A world that works for everyone, and even more so, this world works for all. For the planet, for the animals, for all sentient beings. And we're so grateful that we are part of this mission. And so we have spiritual tools, as I was saying, that we apply to every imaginable human or global challenge. And there are a few of them these days. Have you noticed? Yes, okay. So glad you're here. We're going to have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to invite Reverend Mike up to come and speak to us about Declaration Number 4. Ernest Holmes, our founder over 100 years ago, wrote a response to someone's question about what you folks believe in. So he wrote something called What We Believe, and we now call it the Declaration of Principles. So would you kindly read and talk about number 4, please?
Thank you, Dr. Maxine. Good evening, everybody. The fourth declaration is, we believe that heaven is within us and that we can experience it to the degree that we become conscious of it. I don't know what heaven is like to you, but I know what it's like to me. It's the presence of God, the presence of Spirit. And when we focus on the presence of Spirit, and how do we do that? We just sit still and ask. We try to still our minds a little bit, but can't still them very often. But we can turn over to Spirit and ask God to infuse us with its Spirit, with its will, with its love. We can surrender to God's guidance and direction. Take me, Mother, Father God, I am yours. And with that, we become more and more acquainted with that heaven on earth that's here and now. And then we get an opportunity to see that in everyone and everything. It's not just us, you see. As we raise ourselves up, we raise everybody else too. And all the people you see are your brothers and sisters, your Christ selves, emanating, expressing by means of you. You are them, they are you. We are that. And so when you see good for them, you're raising them up. When you know the truth for them, that Christ is right where they are, that they are the Christ right where they are, you're raising them up. That's what it means to me.
Beautifully done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we're going to have the joy of an opening song. We use the same opening song each week in the month. So You ought to know it by now. In fact, you already knew it before. And James, this is James Taylor incarnate. Ray is going to lead us in it. So would you stand, and we're going to sing My Soul is Welcome Here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place in the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time, and I'm just where I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Good job, everybody. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to talk to the kids now. We have one teenager with us today, and she's probably still out there greeting. We put our kids to work. But this would be, we're recording tonight, and it will be shown on Sunday morning. So I'll talk to all the kids, the young'uns and the teens and the tweens. Okay, here she comes now. Hi, Mila. So I'm talking to you, Mila, as though you were all the children in the world right now. Yay! Right. How do you talk to your friends? Kindly, of course, because you're Mila. And sometimes kids tease each other. And that can be fun, to tease each other, unless it gets a little mean. I mean, tease each other fun, like, gee, I like your green hair today, whether you have green hair today or not. That can be a fun thing to do. But if it gets to be not so nice, it's not fun anymore for anybody. So we don't want to do that. So we want to be sure that we say really cool, kind things to our friends. And you know what happens when we do? It's much more likely they're going to be saying cool, kind things to us. And it's a good thing to do that with plants too. I have plants in my house, and Reverend Mike and I call them our green children. Because I speak to them and not only water them, and we just repotted a couple the other day, and they're much happier now. Everybody needs room to grow, right? And so I talk to them, and I love them, and I tell them how beautiful they are. And my peace lily goes, boom, gives me a flower. It's amazing. So we talk to our plants. We talk lovingly to our pets. Something amazing happens when we're sharing goodness with the people we love and the people we may just have met, and with our plants and with our dogs and with our cats, but most of all with the people in our world. everybody feels happy and everybody feels included when we speak that way. And they're much more likely to want to do the same for us. We want everyone to be happy. So give me an idea of kind things, one kind thing you might say to someone. You might say it to Edie. She said, Edie, you look beautiful tonight. Yep, that's Armila. Thank you. Now I'm going to call a member of our Board of Trustees up. Do you want to come up here? You want to do it right there, sure. Let's do the announcements. How exciting. We're going to have announcements.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Monet Farrington. I am the new VP of the Board of your Trustees. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all who made our annual meeting great last Sunday afternoon here at Fellowship Hall. It was awesome. Welcome to our new member of the Board of Trustees, Linda Solomon. Yay. And thank you, Edie, for your service as the president of our board. We love you. Thank you. And our new president is Payson Bird. Yay. Yes. Farrington Bird 2024, just saying. Discovery classes on Zoom for new member orientations will be held Sunday, September 22nd and September 29th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Learn or review our basic principles, get to know each other more closely, register on our website, and receive an informational and inspiring packet. There will be a 6-week class beginning Tuesday, September the 24th on Zoom from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. That will be held with Dr. Maxine. Details are on our website under the Events tab. Also, an angel fund has been established to support our continuing presence here at UCC. Over $1,000 was raised last Sunday. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Maxine. I'm saying thank you to Dr. Maxine. She did not give the full 1,000, but she did make a generous offering, so thank you. Thank you for all who participated, and you can also donate on our website, as well as viewing events and other activities on our website, which is at cslphilly.org. And that is it for the events. For announcements, not events. There's more events. Thank you.
Thank you, Monet. Now we'll prepare for our meditation time. In this serene and loving place, let's just take a deep, holy breath of spirit and allow that breath to circulate through our physical bodies, through our emotions, through our minds, bringing calm. Come center. Come to the center of your heart, where God abides in fullness. And allow that divine embrace, warm and nurturing, to hold you tenderly. For here in the center of our hearts, all of which abide in the greater heart of God, there is tranquility and wisdom and possibility, and more than anything, love. Just immerse ourselves in this divine love. There's no room for anything less than that when we are feeling completely one with the empowering, nurturing, guiding love of God. Let that love fill your body, healing whatever needs to be healed. Let it fill your emotions, bringing harmony and serenity. Let the love fill your mind and your thoughts, bringing perfect balance, deeper understanding, greater faith. This love is the only real thing in the universe, and it is present here, right now, within us, all around us. And let that love flow out from your heart right now, and let it touch and bless every other person in this room. Let the love fill the room so that there is a consciousness of compassion, not only right now, but one that lingers here and greets and uplifts and heals every person who walks into this sanctuary now and going forward. Let this love continue to move out, to fill our community, touching, blessing, lifting up, healing, and revealing the greater truth within each person and within the community itself. Let this community be a place of peace and compassion. And let the love light continue to shine so brightly as it moves out further. It fills the entire country, touching people, bringing them into tranquility and possibility, so that everyone feels loved, feels nurtured, feels valued. And let the love continue to move out and to fill the world and all the places where people are grieving and all the places where there is conflict and upset and war. Let love be the answer, for love is the answer to every question. So continue to let your love move forward. It combines with the loving hearts of all who are in this consciousness now. It fills the world, goes beyond the world. It fills the universe. And there comes a place where we recognize that the universe is filled with love already. And the rays of love that we send out combine with those already present and uplift all sentient beings. We let the love continue to flow, continue to do its magical, marvelous work. As we sit quietly smiling within our own heart space, knowing something beautiful is taking place. We're a part of it. So now return your attention to your own heart. Feel the fullness. Feel yourself being loved. And just let yourself be loved. Let yourself be loved. How grateful we are that God is love and God is present and all is well. All is well, truly, truly, all is well. Now I would like to call one of our beloved practitioners up to give us an opening prayer, etc. Thank you, Georgiana Gord.
Thank you, Dr. Maxine. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday celebration. All right, nice. Dr. Maxine is going to be talking about celebrating divine guidance, and she made reference to Ernest Holmes' quote from page 167 in our textbook. And she noted here this quote: "The one seeking to demonstrate the power of spiritual realization in everyday affairs should be in divine guidance." So I looked at that and I figured, where in that phrase is celebration, right? So I looked it up and I continued. Ernest doesn't miss a trick, because this is what he said. Okay, he should affirm that, the person should affirm that his mind is continually impressed with the images of right action, and that everything in his life, here's the celebration, is controlled by love, harmony, and peace. Yeah. So please join me in our opening treatment as we just celebrate the divine guidance. And as Ray put in his beautiful song, we rise up. So I state this treatment as we rise up to celebrate the divine guidance, knowing that the divine guidance is the only navigation that we need. It's a navigation that is filled with love. It's a navigation that comes from the Most High. It's a navigation, and it's a compass. Divine guidance is a compass, and there is so much to celebrate because it is led and guided by the Most High, the presence of God. And how grateful I am to know is that that guidance lives through and by means of me. And it does this as I unify in the circulation of love and peace and joy and harmony and wisdom and beauty and truth. Oh, there's so much more. And I realize that as I rise up and celebrate divine guidance in my life, I know that that's all I need. It's the lamp upon my feet. It guides me here, there, and everywhere. And I know that the divine guidance is right where we are here today in this wonderful celebration for the Centers of Spiritual Living, right here at this magnificent place. I'm grateful for the divine guidance and celebrate the people seen and unseen, everyone that got us here to this point, the music, the meditations, everybody, and the newness of celebrating as we rise up to continue to get the divine surprise as divine guidance just greets us in every moment this evening. So with this in mind, I give great thanks and I release this into the law, knowing that is received, acted upon, and done, and together we celebrate and say, and so it is. So please join me as we read the affirmation. I praise and bless my family, my friends, my neighbors, and all the world, inviting Spirit to lift us up to higher heights. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgie.
I know this is a new song for you guys. It's a new song for me too, but a woman by the name of Deb Chamberlain who plays Science of Mind churches throughout the area is an old friend of mine, and I reached out to her. I said, so, any good songs? And she says, yes, I got a great one. So instead of trying to teach you, I think you'll catch on. And after a couple of times, you'll get it. May the grace of God bless man and every woman in this land. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Whatever comes to meet us, no darkness won't defeat us. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Some say the end has come, set our souls a run, but I say stay strong and keep your faith alive. Let's all come together, take care of each other. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Here you go. Raise your hands in the air, in the air. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Take a stand, say a prayer, say a prayer. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Hand in hand, side by side, with hearts open wide. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. And brothers, find a way with heaven here today. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Here we go. Raise your hands in the air, in the air. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Take a stand, say a prayer, say a prayer. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Times like these we need to remember what is real. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. United in our quest, just bring love and happiness. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Raise your hands in the air, in the air. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Take a stand, say a prayer, say a prayer. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Raise your hands in the air, in the air. Stay strong and keep your faith alive. Take a stand, say a prayer, say a prayer. Stay strong and keep your faith alive.
Wow, Ray, thank you, and thanks to Deb, too. Is that the perfect song for us right now? Yeah. Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Well, this month we've been talking about learn, teach, transform, and today's topic is raising each other up. Raising each other up. That's what we get to do. And oh, there is so much joy in it. Ernest Holmes says, when we praise and creatively bless, life abounds with love, peace, and joy. Let goodness shine forth. Just as Mila was sharing with us earlier, that's small, medium, and large ways, the way we can let goodness shine forth by lifting each other up, sometimes by just a few words, sometimes a smile. It doesn't take a lot, but it is as we perceive the authentic self within other people and stop othering them, that we lift each other to higher possibilities, higher than that person may have realized he, she, or they had within them. We can do this, and by the way, it's a lot of fun. It's a great joy to see someone light up because we have done something, even the smallest thing, to make a difference in their lives. As Mother Teresa said, I'm just a little pencil in the hand of God. Look what she did. Some pencil, huh? So it was Robert Ingersoll who said, we rise by lifting others. Don't you see? Everybody wins when we do this. You know, there are so many instances that I have heard and read about and seen videos of race contestants who were very close to the finish line, and somebody fell down, and they picked them up and helped them get across the finish line. And in one case, there was I forget where the first one was from, who was about to win the race, but there was an Ethiopian man who was running and getting very tired, and the first man pushed him across the finish line. I have seen videos and read about children who were playing sports or running a race who would have won, except that they saw one of their friends in trouble, stop to help. And that was much more important than winning. We win when we lift other people up, whether it's physically to get across the finish line, but that's a good metaphor because we often have the opportunity to lift somebody who is in the doldrums, who's in a dark place, by just looking at them and remembering who they really are and smiling and giving them a little bit of encouragement or a lot of encouragement. You see, as I remember who you are, it helps me remember who I am as well. I recall that the authentic self of each of us, excuse me, is our divine truth. We came out of the one life. There's only one life. It's God's life. We were created from that very fabric. And so, what else can we be but loving, wise, beautiful expressions of the divine, learning and remembering who we are so that we can remind other people of who they are as well. You see, when I see you, and I do, and I see who you truly are, no matter what you may be saying or doing, go ahead, try me. When I see who you truly are, it's such a sweet exchange that takes place between us. There's nothing like it. It's real. It's the most important thing we can do during our day. Okay, you have tasks, you have responsibilities, you have deadlines and so forth. Stop for a moment and look somebody in the eye. If you feel moved to tell them, as Mila is willing to do at any time, at the drop of a hat, "You look beautiful tonight, Edie," then do that. Otherwise, just know for them. Know how beautiful they are because you can perceive it. You're beholding the reality of who they actually are. In fact, if you're near somebody, let me ask you, no embarrassment here. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. But choose somebody who is near you, if you would, and just without a word, you don't have to say a thing, just without a word, really look at them. Look in their eyes and behold the divinity within that person. Okay. Didn't that feel good? See how easy it is? You don't even have to say anything. The room just lights up suddenly. Now look at that person again and silently say, or out loud, Namaste. Namaste. You know what that means? It means the divinity within me salutes and beholds the divinity within you. What a simple thing. We can do that with the people we know and love. We can do that with strangers. Be careful. You could scare them. You don't want to scare them. But it's hard to do that when you're really, really just loving them, isn't it? So you can silently praise each other in love. You can silently raise each other in wisdom. You see, it takes confidence and it takes compassion to see through the human frailty that we come up against throughout our days and desire the greatest good for all. It takes courage, it takes compassion to see through and to really celebrate that person. You are raising them up just by remembering who they are. If it's appropriate, tell them so. Otherwise, there's energy. Everything is energy, you know, and when we are sharing the energy of love and appreciation with one another, we feel it. It's a real thing. Think of somebody who's real hard for you to like or love or respect right now. Can anybody come up with anybody in your mind? Somebody who's really hard to love, even like, respect right now. Now remember this. There is one life, one divine life that creates all people, all creation. Now insist in your own mind on seeing the authentic self of that person. Make yourself do it. It's worth it. It takes some discipline, takes some willingness to set that intention, thinking of that person that is so hard for you to bear. See the authentic self that person probably hasn't gotten to know very well yet. Just see it. And in your own heart, let any hostility dissolve. Just let it melt away into the nothingness. And truly, authentically desire the highest good for that person. Then, not only do they have harmless passage through your mind the next time you think of them, but you may actually begin to feel a little fondness for that true being, that expression of God's life that they really are. And your blood pressure will go down a little bit too. So, as each of us gains in spiritual wisdom, and isn't that what we're doing all the time? Gaining in spiritual wisdom through our spiritual practices, through gathering with one another, through our reading, through our classes, through our meditating, through our study. We are gaining in spiritual wisdom. And we very naturally then desire to encourage others to experience that wisdom as well. And we first see it within them, whether they are aware of it yet or not. And just our being authentically who we are encourages other people to find their authentic self as well. And the more we do this, the higher vibration of humanity begins to emerge. Are we ready for a higher vibration of humanity? Yeah. Yes, please, we are. And we can do something about it. This small, mighty group right here, we are part of a large group of like-minded light workers who are very seriously and very joyously working together to lift the consciousness of humanity. And remember when Ernest Holmes was asked 100 years ago, probably, what is this philosophy of yours supposed to be about? What's it supposed to do? What good is it? And he borrowed an expression of Carl Jung and said, well, it's to lift the collective unconscious. I think there's plenty of collective unconscious that's ready to be awakened, don't you? Ready to be lifted. And that doesn't, I'm not meaning to be critical or condemning. I'm just noticing that we can all wake up more, and we can help our human family awaken more by lifting them. This is important work. We're up for it, you see. We have the tools, we have each other, and millions of light workers beyond who are working with us to raise and praise and to lift the consciousness. Can you imagine a world, imagine with me, a world in which compassion replaces criticism? Just think about that for a moment. A world in which compassion replaces criticism. A world in which praise replaces punishment. Praise replaces punishment. By the way, God does not punish. Let's get very clear about that. And as Ernest Holmes said, there's no sin but a mistake, and there's no punishment but a natural consequence. If we break a law, whether it's one of our community or nation or world's law, we will have the consequences. Honestly, officer, I didn't see that. I can remember years ago, I was in a new territory, and I turned off a freeway onto the side road, and, and I turned right at the stoplight. And I noticed there was a police car right there, but I was driving carefully. I turned right, and he pulled me over. Imagine that. And I can remember, I don't know how it came out of my mouth, but I rolled down the window and I said, "Hello, officer, how have I offended you?" And he said, there's a sign right there by that red light. It says, "No turn on red." I said, and he says, "And you saw me here, right?" I said, "Yes, sir, I saw you there. Had I seen that sign and realized I wasn't supposed to turn there, I certainly would not have." But I'm new to the area. He was very kind, and he let me off with a warning, and that was so nice of him. But those are the consequences. I could have gotten a ticket. That would have been a consequence for not being mindful and seeing that I was breaking the law. Flagrantly, with a police officer right there. And then there is the universal law of cause and effect. It's God's law. It's what Jesus taught us about in sowing and reaping. The thoughts that I sow, the behaviors and so forth, they will reap whatever is positive or negative about them. I cannot escape that law. God never punishes us. The law is giving us the consequences. If I'm spewing hate, I am going to get that back, and it's not going to be pleasant. If I'm sending out love, I receive that back, and it's beautiful. So yes, there are consequences, and we understand that we want to replace condemnation with cherishing. I love the word cherishing. I cherish the presence of God within us all. I cherish the presence of the divine within all of creation. It's the most beautiful opportunity for us to come alive, truly praising all the people that we live with, that we encounter, we work with, that are our neighbors, that are people we've never met before. You can praise someone just walking down the street, and you're going to lift them up. Think each morning, imagine each morning, set an intention for how can I lift people up today? Well, of course, we begin by lifting ourselves. Like Reverend Mike and I do our spiritual practices every morning together. It's wonderful. And we meditate together, and it's lovely. And then we share at the end of our meditation what kind of inspiration we may have received in that. We share it with each other. Then we can have breakfast. We have our priorities straight. But in the morning time, first thing, after you say, "Good morning, Lord," rather than remember we used to hear, you have a choice of saying, "Good morning, Lord," or, "Oh, good Lord, it's morning." So we want to start by setting our intention for lifting ourselves to the greatest possible place we can by acknowledging our authentic, real self, and then seeing it in every other being we encounter that day. Ask myself every morning, how can I lift someone up? How can I replace condemnation with praise? How can I replace criticism with appreciation? One small thing can I do today to make a difference in someone else's life? That contributes to our theme for the entire year, which is a whole new world. Our world is in need of us. It is in need of every conscious, caring, compassionate person who is ready to lift the unconscious and to bring more spiritual awareness to everybody. It doesn't have to be a highfalutin, oh, I'm so spiritual. You know, it's like somebody once said, well, he just got so heavenly, he's of no damn use on earth. Am I allowed to say that from up here? This is a real spirituality. This is one we live. It's who we truly are. We want to give ourselves away and help people understand the joy of living in a consciousness of love and sharing that love and a consciousness of joy and bringing cheer wherever we go and a consciousness of wisdom and being properly guided so that we always say the right thing, take the right step, move in the right direction, and behave in the most beautiful way that we possibly can that fits the occasion. So, are you ready to help me lift everybody else? Yep. Yeah, I know you are. Yes, please, because you lift me every time I look at you, and you lift each other every time we break bread together or cinnamon rolls or whatever it is. You lift me up every time we share a class together and I hear your inspiration and your wisdom, and it just blows me away. Let's continue praising each other, raising each other, and lifting the entire human consciousness. Will you say with me, I am the one I've been waiting for. I joyfully lift others. I praise and raise the beloved within each one. And I'm grateful. And so, my beloveds, beginneth your lesson. Thank you, my beloveds. I do praise you, I do raise you. And now, it's time of our sharing. It's our offertory time. And I am an old-fashioned girl. I still write checks. Do you remember, anybody remember checks? It's my way of holding this portion of good that has been given to me so freely by God and sharing it with this center, which is the closest source of my spiritual food. And so as I hold it to my heart and prepare to give it, and many of you give in many different ways, and we thank you for that, in sharing the joy of our beloved community. Let's say our affirmation together. I choose to celebrate prosperity. Divine love blesses my gift of the acceptance of God as the source of my abundant supply. With joy and gratitude, I share my abundance with this center. In doing so, I'm one with the law of circulation. My tithe goes forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. It returns to me multiplied abundantly, and I am prospered. And so it is. I'll come around and get you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Song all planned up for this, and I'm changing it up because it's a better song, fits what Maxine was saying. You are the face of God, and I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
Now I'm going to invite practitioners, our practitioners and a minister to come forward. We'll line up down here. I also want to tell you about our practitioners. We've got two of them here. Where's our minister, other minister? Come on up here. Our practitioners, and there are others. It's Sarah and Georgie who are here with us tonight. But our practitioner corps, we call them sometimes the God Squad, because they will do affirmative prayer with you on whatever every challenges or desires that you may have. They can meet with you. You can look at our website. They're on our practitioner page. And we have two practitioners who are out of the area, but very much a part of our family. One is in Tallahassee, Florida, and the other is in Idlewild, California. So you can reach any of them, and they'll be glad to make an appointment with you. Now, this is now, Thursday is the new Sunday. Did I say that backwards? Yeah, Thursday is the new Sunday. So now on Thursday evenings, after our time as we're gathering for our celebration of refreshments, which we do very well here, you can grab a practitioner and have a 1-minute miracle. This is not a full practitioner session. It's simply meeting for a minute, saying, in 25 words or less, what would you like your prayer of treatment for tonight? And they'll be finding a little corner with you and be glad to do that. We also have a prayer chest. Prayer chest is out there, and if you would like to have have the whole group treat for you, spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer, put a request in that box. If you would like a personal affirmation, put your email there too, and they'll send it to you. We have all kinds of ways to support each other here. Isn't that great? So, yeah. Alrighty. So then, thank you all for being with us tonight. Stay for refreshments, please. We'll have a closing song in a little bit. But first of all, let's know this, that as we go forth, it is with the greatest amount of joy and love in our hearts, ready to share that with each person we encounter, praising them, raising them silently or audibly, so that the world is made a better place by each expression of love that we share. And the waves go out, and they continue, and they continue, and they never stop, for love is infinite and permanent, and so it is. Okay. You want to stand up for the closing song?
thankful hearts.
Oh, yeah, let's.
We end this time with thankful hearts. We say goodbye. We show our love and we share our home with each other. We're not alone. With thankful hearts, we end this time. With thankful hearts, we say goodbye. We show our love and share our home with each other. We're not alone with each other. We're not alone with each other. We're not alone. We're not alone. No, we're never alone. With each other.